Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Grifols Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at grifolsplasma.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And The Rock, this year, celebrating its 50th anniversary.
Dang. We're old.
Now, yeah, we are. Now we're going to start the big celebration. It's a year-long celebration, and we're going to start it on Friday, February 12th. That's a week from this Friday.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So, and it'll be a 50th anniversary week celebration. Not week like it's going to be lame. It's going to be all week we're celebrating.
Oh, it's a weekend.
Yeah. And how about we're going to be joined by the bands, station alumni, and other great names from the Pacific Northwest. And, of course, you, the Rockaholics, celebrating with us all week, culminating in that big February 12th. Holy shit.
Yeah. And then the whole weekend going into it's going to be a celebration as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Weekend celebration.
Oh, it's a weekend celebration.
Yes, sir.
I said week celebration.
I know.
All right. Well, you know what? It's going to be a great weekend celebration. I don't know what the hell you people are talking about, but I'm going to celebrate all week going into that weekend.
From our show, Ryan Castle, Men's Room, Taryn Daly, that day on Friday the 12th is going to be a blast. You're going to hear from people from the past, KSW, people you heard on the air, to also just lots of random notable celebrities that have had impact or a connection with KSW. It's going to be a real good time.
Oh, it's going to be lots of great stories. And the KISW 50th anniversary supported by our good friends at Palace Law.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Mix, and it's time to pump it up from under. Oh, yeah. Pump it up. And I want to give a shout out. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're giving out shouts?
I want to give out a shout because I'm actually very pumped up.
Oh.
There was an alcohol that I tried this weekend that blew me away.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Keystone Ice.
No, I'm a Keystone Light guy. Thank you very much.
Fair.
No, this was actually Rainier put out gin.
Oh, really?
I'm not a gin drinker.
Rainier beer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the Rainier Beer Company put out a gin and managed to get some for Christmas from my sister-in-law. And I tried it this weekend. Blown away. Like, it was so good.
Give out a shout.
So you've waited until Christmas, like pretty much a month later before you dipped into this bad boy.
Because I don't like gin. The last time I had gin, it was a gin and cranberry, like about 15 years ago or so. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. Never again. So I tried it. I tried it regular, just like a straight little sip of it. Smooth, nice, and has a little bit of a spruce taste to it.
Oh.
Super good. And then I mixed it with pineapple juice and mango seltzer water. and Saturday
Did you
night.
pour it on your pizza then and eat it?
I did not pour it on my pizza.
Okay.
That sounds like you could have that combo sounds like you could have a lot of this Rainier gin with what you made.
Mountain
I did.
Fresh gin. It's got a little huckleberry, juniper, and spruce in it. It does look good. I mean, I'm not a big gin guy either.
Neither am I.
I remember one time someone bought me a giant bottle of gin, and I was like, well, crap, I don't want to put it to waste. So I was trying to be like a gin and tonic guy.
Yeah.
And after like halfway through the bottle, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to gift this to someone else.
We've had the same.
I think I gave it to Vicky. I did.
Yeah. Oh, what a great guy.
That bottle was in my house for years.
Same with me with I have like another like Tanqueray or something like that, fancy one or something. I don't even know if it's fancy or not, but it's just sat there collecting dust. Never touched it. This Rainier gin, love it.
All right.
So good.
You know what? I might have to try some if somebody ever, says, hey, would you like some Rainier gin?
There you go.
I'm not a gin guy myself either, but I'm getting a good review here. It's a good shout out.
It's worth a shot.
Give it a
That's
shot.
what I'm pumped up for. Let's get to our contestant. We got Chuck and Everett. Chuck, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Chuck will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chuck, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah, let me take one more sip of my beer.
Now
Good.
you're ready?
All right, now I'm ready.
Good.
That's a good way to start a Monday.
Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Lopez starred in the 2001 romantic comedy The Wedding what?
Wedding planner.
Yes. Peter Quill's ship in Guardians of the Galaxy was named for what actress?
I'll pass.
What does the MS reference in MSNBC?
Microsoft.
Yes. Chocolate, milk, and espresso make up what drink?
Nespresso.
A chocolate, milk, and espresso make up what drink?
Mocha.
Yes. Who co-starred alongside Nick Cage in the 90s movie Face Off?
Oh, pass.
Emerald is
God
the
damn
birth Emerald is the birthstone for what month?
Emerald is March.
No.
April.
No.
May.
Yes. Which artist released the
Nice.
81 song Super Freak?
Not James Brown. Pass.
What state was Budweiser first brewed in the U.S.?
Missouri.
Yes. Big Boy is one half of which hip-hop duo?
Outcast.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
All right. That's not too bad.
And I have 2 more answers in my mouth right now, and I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't say them.
Yeah.
Steve's coming back, and hopefully those won't matter. It'll be a close one on that one.
But you can shout, just for people in the future, you can shout your answers to other questions out while Rev is asking previous questions.
Exactly. Yeah.
I do let you do that.
It's happened before.
It's my favorite part of the game.
I'm going to keep drinking my Budweiser Chelada here and just listen to Steve choke.
Oh, okay then.
Enjoy that beverage.
Rev. Bet breakfast.
Are you? No, I'm never betting breakfast.
Do it. He's asking you to do it.
I know he's asking, and I'm just going to have to let Chuck down on that one.
Do you not love our listeners?
I do not love our listeners.
Wow.
Wow. First they were his listeners, but then he realized.
I
wait a second.
corrected myself.
Wow, I think that something's happening ever since this gin.
I think it's after the beard was shaved. He's all of a sudden now drinking gin.
I know. I'm getting
Hating on
fancy.
people,
Yeah,
not
check out this
taking
beard.
bets.
Check out this beard. I got it attached to my sideburns and the
yeah.
mustache going down like that. I got the
just
little
noticed
handlebars
that.
going down.
Hey.
I'm getting like an
Fancy.
old timey guy.
Yeah,
It's kind of very like Lemmy from Motorhead vibe.
totally.
Yeah.
Minus like dark hair.
Yeah, and like musical like skill.
As well as
No,
being cool.
giant mole thing.
Yeah.
And
Other
being
than
liked
that-
by people.
Yeah, other than that, exactly.
You're
like
just like
Motorhead
Lemmy,
guy.
if it's just minus those qualities.
Totally. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Lopez starred in the 2001 romantic comedy The Wedding what?
Jennifer Lopez. The wedding proposal.
No.
The wedding singer.
No.
Oh crap. The wedding plan.
No. Peter Quill's ship
so
in
close.
Guardians of the Galaxy was named after what actress?
Star-Lord.
No.
Starbuck.
No.
Jane Seymour.
No. What does the MS reference in MSNBC?
Microsoft.
Yes. Chocolate, milk, and espresso make up what drink?
Mocha.
Yes. Who's co-starred alongside Nick Cage in the 90s movie Face Off?
John Travolta.
Yes.
Great movie.
Emerald is the birthstone for what month? He'll never get this.
October.
No.
September.
No.
August.
No.
Oh.
Which artist released the 81 song Super Freak?
Rick James.
What?
Rick James.
Yes, James Rick James.
What state was Budweiser first brewed in the U.S.?
Missouri.
Yes.
Years.
Big
So
Boy
forget
is
it.
one half of which hip-hop duo?
Outkast.
Yes.
Years.
The Cardinals are a professional baseball team from what
St.
city?
Louis.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Steve, you squeaked by 7-6.
Oh,
so close.
enjoy that.
Chuck.
Enjoy that Budweiser, you loser.
You know what? BJ, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you getting me through COVID over the last year. Niggs, kiss my ass.
All right, mission accomplished.
Best call of the year. Can we make this call of the year? Thank you, Chuck. Have a
Good
great
luck,
day.
Chuck.
Yeah. 2 Missouri questions today, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Were there 2 Missouri? Oh, yeah, because of St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah, look at you getting fancy.
Yeah, are you sure it wasn't, what was it, St. Louis, Kansas or whatever?
St. Louis, Kansas. There's Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. But I know you know what you're doing.
I know, totally. Emerald is the birthstone for May.
May.
That
Come
was
on,
when Chuck
Steve.
got correct.
No, I don't know why I know that.
And Steve, you're going to kill yourself on this one. The wedding plan? No, it's the wedding planner.
So close.
So close.
But you still won.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You might know this one, BJ.
sir.
Peter Quill's ship in Guardians of the Galaxy was named after what actress?
You know what? I the only thing that comes to mind is Betty Grable.
No.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
So the ship's name is the Milano after Alyssa Milano.
Oh my! You know what? I don't know that.
Oh.
For some reason that has escaped my brain watching those movies.
Oh, maybe just because I'm a nerd about it. I just knew that, and maybe it's a little bit deeper of a cut than I thought it was.
I haven't watched it a lot. You know, it's a good movie, but I haven't watched it over and over like other movies that I watch. So I can see how I would miss that.
All right, then. Well, congrats, Steve. You won.
Nice. Getting a lot of text messages, people wondering what the hell's going on with the sea shanty stuff that we were doing on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We have a lot of, there's a lot going on with sea shanties. Because on Friday we challenged the Rockaholics to come up with a Beat Mig sea shanty because your sea shanty that you guys did
Was terrible.
well, yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
We failed.
We don't really have a lot for prizes, but we said for the best one, I would buy a couple of KISW face masks for somebody. And so we got a great sea shanty from Tristan Palmer.
Oh, Steve, he will beat anyone who calls in to play the game. He is smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and he's gonna rock. It is time to play the game, so everybody scream his name. Beat Mix, don't be a loser. Beat Mix, you're a loser. Beat Mix, don't be a loser. Beat Mix, you're a loser.
I think of all the ones we got, that was our favorite.
And if he had more people, I mean, the guy by himself, he did an amazing job. He can't do multiple voices.
Did it in his car.
Yeah.
And maybe like if he was carpooling, it could have even been more epic.
But he nailed it as to what a sea shanty is supposed to sound
And
like.
son of a bitch, man, that damn song was in my head all weekend.
Yeah.
Everywhere I was on.
So we got an email from Michael Spear. Now, Michael didn't actually do a sea shanty, but he wrote out lyrics to make a new song about Beat Migs to be sung as a sea shanty.
Right.
And so what we did is we sent the lyrics to our radio buddy Rick Rumble from Virginia. He's the guy that did the Baby Got Back sea shanty.
Right.
And so we thought, man, Rick did such a great job with it, and he's a friend of ours, from the radio community.
So this is why I'm torn, because like the one that the guy sang the song, I think that one was great.
Yes.
But then you have this guy, and when you hear it, dude, like the lyrics, he changed everything up, and it's awesome, but he didn't sing it, but he wrote it. So it's like now I'm trying, like one sang it, one wrote it, but both are great for different reasons.
We might have to, I don't know.
Or do you just split it? One gets one mask and one gets the other.
I hadn't thought about that. That's a thing. Well, this is lyrics from Michael Spear, performed by our buddy Rick Rumble in Virginia.
Oh, there was a boy by the name of Miggs who'd play a silly game. Each morning at the crack of dawn, the cry for challenge came. From over hill and yonder dale, young men and women came. As 60 seconds ticked along, the result was the same. Beat Miggs, don't be a loser. Beat Miggs, you might be a loser. Beat Miggs, here comes a loser. You will lose his game. One fateful morn, a man of brilliance seeking out for fame. He raised his voice and called along to Miggs he try and aim. They sought the Rev to arbitrate and BJ to defame. The score was 9-10. We saw the Migs had won again. Oh, beat Migs, don't be a loser. Beat Migs, you might be a loser. Beat Migs, you are a loser. You just lost this game.
Wow. Such a great job. Great lyrics. Of course, our buddy Rick Rumble just killed it. Wow, that was so good.
Just made my day.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Shout out to Danny. Danny sent it over to Rick and chatted with Rick, and then I get this text from Danny on Saturday. He's like, check it out. And I just couldn't stop smiling, man. I kept listening to it over and over again. I'm like, this is so ridiculous.
Oh, that was a nice job. Very, very nice. Yeah, you're right. It's a tough one because, I mean, Tristan, you know what? He did a great performance. And obviously, Michael wrote a great song. And I don't know how to choose.
You don't have to. One gets one gets the other.
All right, fair enough.
I think that's fair.
That is fair.
Totally.
All right. And they'll get their choice. You know what I mean? In case they both want the same mask.
Oh.
I'm going to be that kind of guy. All right, Vicky, find out what it is, and then I'll get you the cash.
Someone said all these sea shanties make me feel like I'm playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Is that the pirate?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was chatting with one of my buddies online, and he was saying, like, is it just for Xbox? There's a game on Xbox where you could all just, like, hang out and go on a pirate ship and cause problems.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves.
Okay, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one that's Xbox only, and it's basically you get to roll around with 4 of your buddies. You have to man the crew, go around, roll around in your pirate ships, and have some fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm a PS4 guy, but I'm missing out on all the fun because I don't have an Xbox, and this is like this is the thing to do right now is everyone gets together and just causes problems with pirates and sings shanties.
Well, I'll tell you, the sea shanty world's gone crazy, no doubt about it. Our buddies, the Trailer Park Boys, I want to thank Michael Cooper. They did one themselves.
Yeah, someone said you have to check out the Trailer Park Boys sea shanty, and you're welcome. Is it?
It's fun.
Is it naughty?
It's basically about kitties. You know, Bubbles is leading the way.
Can we find it?
Yeah. I actually, Vicky, if you go on my personal Facebook page, you can just send it to Rev and you can play it.
I want to hear this. Yeah, I love the Trailer Park Boys.
I got it.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah,
you don't even have to do it. Right? He's one step ahead of you.
Look at this. All right, so you got Bubbles in the foreground who leads the way, and then Julian and Ricky are in the background joining him on it.
There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow, me fairy cats meow. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered round. They scattered seeds from a sack they found, in hopes the seeds they spread on the ground would bring small critters a boot. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While the gang was bored and morale had dipped, till one of the seeds grew green catnip. They sniffed and they stacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While their heads were hung and the morning was nigh, the net was strong and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some ice today. Soon may the kittyman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
There are sea shanties, and then there are sea shanties about kitties, sung by the Trailer Park Boys.
That was amazing.
It really is. And if you know the Trailer Park Boys, you know Bubbles is all about his kitties and his cats, and it's totally on theme, and it's fun. Haven't seen much from those guys in a while, so
no, it's nice to see the three of them again.
Yeah, so it's a nice addition to the sea shanty world.
And a lot of people saying, "Hey, massive props to Michael and Rick for putting together that sea shanty. That was awesome."
Yeah. We got a dude that was arrested all because of an overheating adult toy. Okay. I'll tell you what happened at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Let's talk about Benjamin. Because it is, this story is all about the Benjamin.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he went to an adult store in Australia, and he demanded that his vibrating toy get checked after it got extremely hot after only 10 minutes of use. Well, that would be a problem. You don't want to have something get extremely hot. If 10 minutes might be good for some people, but you might need more time for others.
There's so many questions that I probably don't want answers to.
Yeah, you really don't. So the manager called him back and said, hey, the toy is working just fine. Well, Ben flew into a rage, calling her the C word and threatening to quote, sort her out.
Okay, all this is the way that you handle a return.
Yeah.
That's usually how I walk into a Nordstrom. If things don't fit right, I just start saying, I'm going to sort you all out.
Yeah, he's gone by the book from what I can tell. He then said that he would return to the store and take a replacement from the shelf and that she would not be able to stop him. Well, the manager prepared for that and said, oh, yeah? Well, I'm removing all the toys from the shelves. And that pretty much stopped you.
You basically told her what you're about to do. Yeah. She has plenty of time to prep for it.
Yeah.
I guess you're not really thinking clearly when you have an overheating love toy.
Yeah, exactly. He got there and he saw, of course, there were no toys on the shelves. He's like, where are the other toys? And then he threw the sex toy at her, hitting her in the leg. Well, of course, she's like, okay, this is not cool. She pressed the police panic button. Ben saw her do that. When he went into a further rage. But he eventually did leave. But
what has happened in that place's existence that they decided we need a police panic button?
That's a good question.
Because I don't think every store has one of those. I'd imagine that, typically if you put one in, it's because of a past issue.
I don't know. This is Australia, so it could be a rough part of town. I don't know. Or it could be that, people are really aggressive with their sex toys and they use them as weapons. I have no idea. I really don't. But yeah, Ben eventually got arrested. He was brought up on a lot of charges. And so good job, Ben.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
So when he threw it, that was the one that he was. So it was a used toy.
It was a used toy, yeah.
This guy's the worst.
Yeah, and like you said, there's so many questions because I'm not sure who's using it, why, where, when, but I don't want that toy thrown at me.
Yeah, I did my first thing after he does that. I'm like, sir, you suck. Why'd you do that? That was not cool.
I don't have a mask on my legs, sir. So I'm not protected against whatever the hell you got on there. But this dude did throw an overheating toy at a sex shop staff. So based on this, we want to know, what was the most insane thing that's happened to you while at work? Because that's going to be her topper, right? Oh, you want to know what happened to me at work? I'll tell you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What was the most insane thing that has happened to you while working? We got your calls. We got your texts after STP on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Griffel Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at griffelsplasma.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So there was a man who threw an overheating, and it was a used overheating toy at a sex shop staff. Yeah, it was one of those kind of toys. And so based on this, we were like, okay, that's really a very strange thing to happen at work. Very insane. So how about you? What was the most insane thing that's happened to you while at work? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to James in Auburn. James, you are on The Rock.
Morning.
Morning, James. All right. So what kind of a place were you working at and what happened?
Well, I locate utilities, essentially, and I was on somebody's property, doing my thing, and had access to meters, and, long story short, husband come out with a gun, told me to get off his property, so that was my cue to leave.
Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, I mean, I get that people are so afraid these days. You got the ring cams, you got everything that, somebody's on your property. You forget that, people are actually allowed to come and look at the meters. That's the whole idea. How long ago was this?
Well, it was probably 2-3 months ago. And I mean, I have my work badge, it says the utility company I work for, big, well-known utility company, and I have his vest. And so, I'm thinking, I got my equipment, I got everything. I cannot cause you any harm whatsoever other than maybe spray paint on you, because I mark out utilities for...
Oh, yeah, so you're that, I totally know who you are. You're the dude that makes my street all colorful.
Hey, I mean, I'm just trying to keep it alive.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. You're absolutely right, because I got a lot of people in my neighborhood that like to think they're just, I can fix things myself. I'll just dig into the ground. It's like, yeah, thank gosh, Mr. Utility Guy at least put all those colored X's and O's over there so you at least know not to dig there, genius.
Well, it's funny because I've been... There's a couple of times where I've been to somebody's house or somewhere where someone's digging and they actually, hit a gas line or gas main, and it gets very pricey when somebody digs without proper procedures, I guess. So
yeah, you're right, dude.
It's kind of important to have paint on the ground.
Yeah, definitely, man. No doubt about it. And, of course, somebody pulling a gun on you. Even worse, though, Steve, is like when somebody digs and knocks out your cable. That's even worse than anything.
That's when I would pull the cable, my non-existent gun on someone.
That happened to me.
Oh,
I was just I was so mad. I'm like, what? You realize how dangerous that is? You knocked out my cable.
Right, I got all these shows I watch.
What am I going to do?
How long were you out without cable?
Oh, man, it was like half a day.
Dude. What did you do?
Steve? I started drinking. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
That's a good call. What else can you do?
Yeah,
I mean, go outside.
Yeah, well, are you crazy?
No.
I mean,
that's just stupid.
It's trauma. I see the hole where the cable was evaded.
Just stare at your TV, wishing it worked.
Yeah. You see all your cable just leaving out of that hole.
When you drink enough, you can look at your TV, Steve, and you see a great show.
Just watching static.
Yeah.
How about this person says, I worked in a large aerospace machine shop. Guy got fired because he upper decked all the toilets in over a few days. Ha.
Right. Okay, so how does he not? I mean, this is he's going to work every day,
right?
And he's like, all right, it's time to do
this job.
Time for the upper deck situation.
Crappy job, and I'm going to show him why. That seems like something like if you knew you were getting fired. That's something that you should do on the days leading up to that last day.
Yeah, he must have known. Or either that he was like, you know what, I don't care. I zero F's given. If they find out, fine. Mm-hmm. Whoa, dude, that's a lot. I mean, I've not liked places, but I don't know if I want to upper deck everything.
How about this one? This is so weird that someone would have this kind of mentality. But this guy worked at an RV dealership. A customer purchased a trailer a few months prior and then was pissed we couldn't remember his name. Started cursing out the staff and telling customers not to buy from here because we're fake and we don't care.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Does this person not realize that there's other customers over the course of several months? How are you guys going to remember everyone's name?
Wow.
I thought you liked me.
Boy, there's a person that really doesn't get noticed a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you're just bummed out because somebody forgot your name.
Or you think you're so self-important. You're such a narcissist that you think everyone's going to remember me. I dropped a lot of money on this. I know RVs aren't cheap, but I mean, they're also selling multiple RVs to multiple people over the course of their days.
Have you guys ever run into somebody at a concert? They're like, hey, do you remember me? We met like 8 years ago at this very concert. No, I don't. And then they kind of get a little butthurt that you don't remember them when you were drinking.
That's why I just lie and say, yeah, those were good times. You owe me a drink.
Oh, I like that line. Yeah.
Doesn't work.
I like that. Oh, you tried it?
The worst I've ever done is just like when you're like, it's nice to meet you. We've met 6 times. I'm like, I suck. I know, so sorry.
Right? Yeah.
Why did I even say that?
I've had to change it to nice to see you. You're absolutely right. Nice to meet you has got to be gone.
It is, but it's like because you just feel awful. Like, it's like, I mean, no, just like it's like, dude, there's some of my family members I probably don't even realize I've met. I'm just the worst with that.
Well, we meet a lot more people than the average person, and
not anymore. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, that's actually made it better. It's less people for me to forget.
All right, how about this one? Being a teacher, I've had my fair share of crazy experiences from our friend Mrs. Jones. The one that always comes up to mind is the student who put a pencil down my butt crack. I was bending down, and I raised her side first as I turned to right, and I freaked out, and I jumped up, and then the pencil then stabbed me in the back. Definitely a moment I'll never forget in my educational career. Shout out to all the teachers out there. You got this. Rock on,
so that's a move. It wasn't a sex move. It was a you going to get stabbed move when you get up.
Right, it was a little goof by a student.
Oh, man. Wow.
Well, I remember when we were kids, like you'd put like a thumbtack on the seat of the teacher's chair.
Yeah, that's a beating.
Hoping that they wouldn't notice. That's a terrible thing to do.
I've had people do that to me, and I wasn't a teacher. They was the kid they got picked on. So I got thumbtacked. I mean, you're just like, what the? It's like a bee sting, and and of course everybody's laughing, and you realize, okay, and then you got to dig that baby out, and it's just like, okay, this is fun times.
Dig that baby out. It's a thumbtack. You just pop it.
Well, you know what?
How deep is this thumbtack
where did it
going?
hit you, these kids. I mean, it might have been a roofer's nail. These kids are hardcore.
Unless you're like on the side on the weekend you work as a pro wrestler, you shouldn't be doing that to your teachers.
Right. Yeah. But if you're a pro wrestler, you can.
Oh yeah. You used to get the thumbtack put into your body at some point.
Oh, all right.
Time for some hardcore learning.
Yeah. Now I can say that I've lived the life of a pro wrestler. Thanks, Steve.
Good for you. You're hardcore. You're a death matcher.
Hardcore. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Oh, I can't. Like, this job has gotten me. If I had any other job and I did these things, I'd be fired immediately. But it's been awesome. What other job would let you or ask you or make you slap another coworker twice?
That's
right. You got to do that. Those are the good old days. I don't think we can do that anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But it's not so much the fact that I got to slap it like that. I mean, that part was kind of cool too. But it was the fact that was part of my job. That's what really made it awesome.
All in a day's work.
Right, like all the silly stuff, like even like throwing a Pop-Tart across the room. I probably would have gotten fired anywhere else if I did that.
You winged that thing too.
Yeah,
you put a dent in like a steel light fixture.
Right.
That's when we found out that Pop-Tarts, man, they make good weapons in case, if you're ever getting attacked, those would make good nunchucks.
Right.
Or ninja stars, I should say.
Oh, good times.
How about this one? So I was working at a Starbucks in Bellingham. This old guy, he was a regular. We all knew him. We saw him daily. And he was sitting in one of those comfy chairs during a busy finals week. And what did he decide to do? Decided it was a great time to take it out and go to town on himself. Whoa. Where a lot of college girls were running up to the counter in horror as the old wrinkly Johnson. Even worse, we all knew the man's wife as well. And we saw her afterwards. The man was 86th from Ed. 86th, of course. Not his name's not Ed. It was 86-Ed.
86 mean he wasn't 86 years old. He was 86th out of
the man was 86th.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say. I mean,
I thought his name was Ed. I was like, I know a creepy old man named Ed as well.
Good old Ed. I see my son's in the room over here.
Uh-oh.
What the heck's
Nuts. Joey D's nuts.
Oh, the craziest thing happened to me when I was at the grocery store. I was working the express lanes, the best of the lanes, and a guy came through my lane to buy a bag of chips. Rang him up like I normally do. Came up as $2.50. He told me they were $2.40. I apologized and said that I rang it up right, and I think they're $2.50. Guy switches, turns immediately red, and starts punching the card swiper in front of me. I'm freaking out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. My nice 6'5", 350-pound manager comes walking by, and you wouldn't tell from his look, but he's the nicest guy in the world. He gets punched in the face by this dude.
What?
Yeah.
Why him? You should have been punched for being such a jerk to this customer.
I was ducked. I ducked underneath so he couldn't see me because I was afraid he was going to hit me.
I trained you well, son.
Oh, no, I'm not going to get
flee.
hit for a bag of chips. So I'm sitting there and I look, and my manager turns into the Kool-Aid man, bright red. And I'm like, this is it. This is the moment where he snaps. Dude, he grabbed the guy by the back of the shirt and threw him halfway across the store.
Awesome.
Because we had those like slidey tiles, and the guy just went spitting.
And then what did he do?
Ran right out of the store.
Oh. Didn't get the chips.
No, not over the bag of chips and 10 cents.
Wow, dude, 10 cents and you just go nuts, and then you decide to punch a 6'5" hulk of a man, and that doesn't work out well.
Dude, and the credit card machine thing.
Right, yeah. He earned so much like cool cred in my book because I had never seen that dude that
Did he ever come back?
No, that guy never came back. No.
He probably went to a place that charges an appropriate price for the potato chips.
I can't blame him.
Yeah.
Do you think he had just the exact change?
I don't know. That's such a weird. How do you only have 40 cents though?
People snap for when you realize. I mean, we don't know what's on everybody's plate, but when a person snaps, it's you go, what is going on? It's just a little thing. We just don't know what he's carrying around because that's a little thing.
Yeah, maybe he was having a terrible day. What's that one movie? Walking Tall, falling down, like Michael Douglas, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's an old movie, but it was awesome. So he's having the world's worst day, and he shows up. He's like, I just want a bag of Doritos,
right?
And he's got the money in his pocket.
Yeah,
he goes up to there, and he's like, this will make today better. And I have $2.40, and this little jackass of an employee is going to tell me that it's $2.50 when I know it's only, you know what I mean? Like, what happened to lead to him to be like, that 10 cents is the deal breaker?
Yeah, and I didn't really back down. I could have been nicer about it and just given him the bag of chips, but I was
going to pull 10 cents out of your own pocket.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to freak out. I thought he just misread it or something. Like, he probably had the money and just was being a little bitch about it or something.
You should have said that to him. Sir, why are you being a little bitch?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I would have gotten punched in the face, so I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't let the manager get punched in the face. That's his job. That's why he makes the big bucks.
How about this person? The craziest thing I've ever seen at work is a man get his nipple ripped off.
What?
And a seagull swooped down and ate it. No. Best day at work ever.
What?
We call him Saint Nicholas.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. That I like. Saint Nicholas.
I did not know that nipples were a delicacy for seagulls.
Where are you working that first off, you're getting your nipple ripped off, and second off, here comes a seagull, like on the docks?
I got to imagine.
Man, dude, that's a beating.
Is there like a I don't know, like a clamp that should I don't know.
How do you nipple ring? Is that
maybe he was a pirate and he had a nipple ring and got ripped off and the seagull swooped in and grabbed it.
This is why you don't work shirtless.
Yeah. Totally. There's a sea shanty that should be sung about this man.
Oh, this man who had 2 nipples and one day one was ripped off. And then a seagull swooped on down and ate that nipple.
Oh, Saint Nicholas is the best worker we know. Okay, well, that's all we got.
Saint Nicholas.
Yeah,
Funny enough, this is better than our rendition of Beat Migs.
There we go. It is.
It really is.
Well, we got better. We've been working on it. How about this? We go from Saint Nicholas to this dude whose private parts were being held for ransom by hackers.
What is going on today?
I don't know. I don't even know how this is possible, but I'm going to tell you at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
When we think about something that brings out the best in us, it usually involves helping someone else. By donating plasma at a Griffel Center, you can help save millions of lives and show your good side to the world. You'll join thousands of people who donate safely each week, so patients get the plasma-derived medicines they rely on. And you'll be rewarded up to $1,000 your first month. Learn more at griffelsplasma.com.